All right, we are here with Lakeland head football coach Jim Calhoun. Third season at the helm as the varsity head coach. How was your first practice yesterday?
Things went well. The first day is always the first day. Paperwork, and a lot of those, pads. Do we have equipment? Do we have our lockers? Do we have all our stuff? Are we ready so we can put pads on later this week? But there's a lot of teaching that goes on, a lot of learning. So it was a good day.
So going into this season, I know obviously last year was last year. You lost a ton of guys from the previous year, but going into this year, what has the summer been like? Getting ready to go for this week.
The summer, it's about commitment for us. There's no secret. Last year we didn't finish as well as we wanted to. The W's weren't there. Those are things that we have to work on. We had a small senior class. We have a small senior class this year. We're going to be young again, but we've got a lot of kids that worked hard. Weight room, a lot of off-season stuff. So we're hoping for some good things.
Okay, so talk about some of the guys that are going to be returning for this team this year.
Well, we've got a lot of linemen are going to be returning. We lost a few skilled players. We've added a lot of kids. We've actually moved some kids around from positions based on what we need this year. Some of the returning kids, Tashuden's back, Thompson's back. Thompson's brother, Max, is going to step up and make an impact for us this year. We had some sophomores last year that were up. We should see some pretty good things out of those guys, and we've got some young guys. We may have some young tools that'll fit into the toolbox really well.
Yeah. Anytime you get to play the LVC, it's always been a good conference. This is I believe this is year 5, 6, or 7 of this conference. So, what's it been like since I know you've been around this town for a long time? What's it been like the past few years?
I think you hit the nail on the head. The conference. I'd say we probably and you'd have to check, but at least 4 to 5 teams every year qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Out of a 9-team conference. We have a non-league, and everybody does what they need to do in reference to what they find for a non-league game. But when you talk about the conference itself, I think I'm comfortable in saying that every Friday night you've got a game, and that's not like that in some other conferences.
Yeah, and then of course not every day you get a chance to bring your team to the big house and play at Michigan Stadium that first game against South Lyon East. But what's that going to be like, for you as a coach, for the coaching staff, and for the kids as well?
Well, I think first and foremost that was South Lyon East's home game.
Yeah.
And South Lyon East to go ahead and forego a home game to give the kids an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be recognized. Coach Top does a nice job over there. He's got a good team. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be focused. That being said, that's the biggest thing you worry about in a game like this. It's great for the kids. It's great for the program. When you walk down in the middle of that field and you're overwhelmed. I've been there as a coach. It's great for the kids, but the amount of distractions and the amount of other things that can bounce around a little bit during that preparation. As a coach, sometimes it can give you some gray hair or have you lose your hair. But overall, good for kids, great opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. And then just what do you want to really see out of these next few weeks? This is the final day in helmets before you get to go to the Shells tomorrow. What do you really want to see out of this group today in practice?
Progress. We tell them that there's no question that's not appropriate. There's no dumb question other than one they didn't ask. So there's some things that we want to get across. As I said, we're young. So this is learning for us. We need to get things in that they can understand. That being said, we have to figure out what they do well. And if we have to do some tweaks within our schemes to make sure that we're putting the right kids in the right spots and we're not square peg round hole, we're going to do that. We have to be a flexible piece.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jim, thanks so much for the time, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you later on in the year. Best of luck.
Anytime. Thanks. You too, Casey.